Hello, storytellers. Storytelling Ron. I need to make some beasts. Beasts for the actual rule book. I'm almost done with the rule book. I got a couple pages left to do for, and I still got to do editing. Like, just, man, is this constant editing when I'm, when you're reading through it and the rules and stuff. Editing the grammar and the rules. And the rules are, I'm trying to like get it to just streamline it, simplify things. But boy, is this becoming not really rules like, especially this because it's in space. I got all kinds of sci-fi stuff. So yeah, super Christian RPG hardcore. So this is almost 100 pages, the rule book for the sci-fi. But I need to make some example beasts. Now these are all beasts. This was in a recent episode. A couple of actually still going on right now. The Christians in Space series, episodes 6, 7, 8, I think. Season 2. What else have I used? Oh, I haven't used this guy yet. Haven't used this yet. But anyway, I'm going to make a whole new beast. Because in sci-fi, obviously every planet will have genetically modified creatures. So in my Christians in Space, it's Christian Science adherent. So God created life, and we all, 6,000 years ago. So we all, yes, how can you do a sci-fi only 6,000 years? Well, I've added a few hundred years, 2500 AD is about when this is. The atheists have left the Earth. They've gone into space. And yes, there's space travel only takes a matter of weeks, a week or weeks to get to another star system. And there's hypotheses, theories in Christian Science where, the whole time dilation, theory of relativity, where my take on it is once you get out of the, once you get into the vacuum of space, atoms accelerate super fast. And how do we count time? Through the revolution of electrons or whatever. So even we accelerate super fast and go right to wherever we need to go, in a quick, short amount of time. So all of the gravity field areas are kind of synchronized together, even though they're, separated by star systems. And then in between, there's like no time, or time goes super fast. That's how I'm doing it. And I want that, and it's about teaching creation science too, even for kids or adults or families, that we all, that's it. Okay. And of course, these are all genetically modified, created by atheists. They made abominations out of God's creation. Just like they're doing now with viruses and stuff. I should do a video on viruses. Like, no one really knows exactly what a virus is. I do, by the way. Secret. That's not a secret, but anyway, I'll move on. Somebody put that in the comments, and I will make a video on that. I even talked to a science professor about it, and he's like, yeah, you're right, Ron. At church. Anyway. Okay, let me move on to, I'm going to make a beast right now. All right, I roll a d6, start. I start with I'm at the top here. This side. This is, the life forms. Should I do this side? This is for the more of the settlement. This is the actual creature. This is more of like the sentient types. Although I can use aggression of the beast here. I'm trying to remember my own rules. Let me start over here, but I think I want to start here. But let me start over here just for the fun of it. Okay, let me get a D4. I wish I could roll like an overlay and roll dice there, but I don't know how to do that. So 3. I rolled a D4. I rolled a 3 here. 2 levels struggling for dominance. Okay. Oh, let me write this down. Because I'm gonna in the rule book here, I'm gonna show the example. Or what I've done. So dominance is a 3. Okay. So two different. Okay. D12. Let me roll D12 for types. So 2 types. So 1 is horrifying toxic zombies. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Now, and again, I don't even know if I need to, this is not something I roll out on the B side because that's just what is on this planet. And this is not for, anyway. 5, semi-intelligent, genetically enhanced beasts with humanoid capabilities, not savable. Wow, this is a scary planet. So horrifying toxic zombies. And then semi-intelligent, genetically enhanced beasts. Okay, so I'd have to. All right, let me roll that out then. Genetic beasts, intellect. All right, let me see what kind of beast that would be. I guess I could do that one. Rare genetics D6. Okay, let me go with that. I don't. If I was doing Planet Purgatory, I would just focus on the left and not on the beast forms. But use beast form section for this. Okay, so let me go to the beast forms then. But actually, I'm glad I made this video. Now I actually wrote this all out, but I haven't actually run it through as a playtest, as a GM prep test, that is. So I'm doing it right now. So hey, you're here with me. Let me do that. Rare genetics D6. But that says use beast form section. So, use genetic tampering table. Right. All right, let me go to the beast form then. Let me roll a D6. 3. Predator. Okay. So predator, there's some stats on a table here for predator. A little bit tougher than a critter. And this is something like they'll encounter on the planet regularly, like, as minions to fight, to deal with. Let me roll the melee table first for their attack. I don't make that clear that you do that, but let me 5. Tentacles plus grapple. If so, then bite attack. All right, we got something creepy here. I need to just make a little instructions here that says roll on melee table. Roll on melee table for attack type. Okay. Let me make that bold. Can I do bold? I gotta select the fonts to make it bold. By the way, this video I'm doing is going to be made public normal, but I really want to do I have a membership section and I don't have any members, but I don't have that many subscribers anyway. But I'd like to do a membership section where it's this kind of stuff only. But again, I need you guys, well, not to join membership, but I need you guys. What I need is you guys to start using this system and being GMs. But whatever. I don't know how to market myself. Okay. Roll on melee table for attack type. Okay. Whoops. What's going on here? Why? I'm learning in design. If I click on this, it should shorten it. There we go. It should shorten the boxes. I just learned that recently, that I can do that. It's interesting. And I learned that if you hit escape, you can always go up. Like if you're selecting in the text, I'd always go and click on the selection tool. But I can just hit escape. Oh, V. I didn't know you could hit. No, we can't do V. I'm sure V is only for when you don't have text selected. Okay. All right. So I did. This thing has tentacles. Let me write this down. Okay. Beast form. I rolled a 3. Predator. And then I rolled melee. I rolled a 5. Tentacle. I already know grapple and bite. Okay. So, and it doesn't have to be, it could be tentacle, it could be webs, it could be whatever, goes out. Whatever you want to make it. Okay. Now, obviously you see there's range down here and other psychic effects. Those only add those on with if you roll a 6. So it makes them more rare. And there could be times where you could roll, like 2d6 and keep the highest, so you could try to get more, crazy. And I mean, if you want to keep in the rolls, obviously you could just select it if you wanted, if you're that mean. All right, so genetic mutation. So this kind of gives you the general type of familia of the species or whatever, the family kingdom of animal kingdoms. 7, insectoid, solo hunter, chitin, camo, intense ambusher. So I'm probably okay, not like praying mantis, semi-intelligent, but evil, just ambushers, vicious. I don't think they eat the zombies like in this planet. I think they probably hate the zombies and kill them, but they're probably too toxic to eat. It could be that there's just a toxic area, and then these things live out. Now, there's obviously other fauna, in the ecology that they feed on, but anyway, that's what this planet has. So I rolled a 7 genetic, and I already have a mutation. Is a solo hunter insectoid. So I'm going to use and I've already drawn this guy out too. I'll show you right now. Which I can, which is fine. I can use this guy. I was going to try to get it rolled so that I'd make an original, but I've already done this guy. And I just haven't made a stats for him. Where is he? Tokens 2. Insectoid. I'm pretty sure he's an insectoid. I haven't even done stats for these guys. Let's see. Where is he? Maybe he's in the first. I made a praying mantis, dude. Figured oh, there he is. Let's see him right there. Right here. Of course, he's only one dude. I've only drawn one, but that's enough. They're solo hunters, so you're only going to find one at a time. So I will make a stat of him. I'm going to do that right now, just to show you how this works. And he's predator, so he's going to have these basic stats over here. So let me just do that real quick. Show you how easy this is. Well, I think it's easy. Maybe I'm so far into the weeds with this that maybe I don't see very clearly. I don't have a name for this yet. Mantex. I'm trying to think of a sci-fi version of Manticore, but although praying mantis, mantic praying. So they're not gonna they took out the praying, because that's how petty atheist regimes are. Manticores. I don't know why I'm saying manticore all the time. Praying mantis. Mantex. Let me see. Praying mantis. Not predator mantex. Predator mantex. We'll go with that for now. Predator mantex. Okay. They're semi-intelligent, so let me see. Aggression, I'm going to say 4. They're going to have definitely good wear because they got those big old eyes. Aware, 4. Savvy, well, they're semi-intelligent, so let's say a 1. Spirit, 2. Now, spirit for creatures and semi-intelligent isn't like they're blessed. They can't use blessings, but they will their courage and stuff. But if it's semi-intelligent, it could have some paganism in it, but they're solo, so maybe not. Spirit, intellect is a 1, and social -4 because they're loners. It's funny, this totally fits this Mantex dude. So it doesn't. I'm not gonna use tentacles. I'm gonna use the claw thing there. The grapple thing. Defense then is a 16, right? Because of his awareness. Chitin armor. So their save is going to be like a D6 is chainmail. So I'm going to say a D6. It's thick, fibrous chitin. Vigor is going to be more than a man. A man is generally a 6 plus their aggression plus 3 because it's half of D6. A man's hit die is a D6. And so here predator die rank is a D6 as well. Vigor, so is 8 to 10. Armor saves, there, okay. Weapon to hit plus 3. I made it plus 4 here. Weapon damage, okay. Abilities 1 and 2. So that's kind of And what I like about this is it makes me kind of limit myself. So I'm kind of let me see here. So I will make its vigor very similar to a human then. So 3, 7, 13. A little higher than this, but that's fine. I can do that. Okay. And I can always, adjust it. What else? Okay, attack. Okay. So it has a what's that called? Mantis. What is that part called on them? You know, I'm gonna look that up real quick just because I'm being a nerd here. Praying mantis anatomy. There it is. All right, what is that called? This one doesn't even show that. Wow. Walking appendage. What? They're not even giving a name of the foreleg. That's all they call it, a foreleg. That's boring. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at the Google here and they're not even giving it a name. Tarsus? What the heck? Can I get a cool name, please? Front legs have rows of sharp spines used to... That's it? Don't call it the scythers or something? Raptor legs. There we go. Tarsal claw. So raptor. Raptor legs. Okay. Okay, raptor claws. Raptor claws is... So it's obviously a +4 for the aggression. I'm going to give it a +1 die rank, which is like a D4. And then its damage is going to be weapon damage D6 to D12. So it's going to be tough because I'm going to say D8 and then a grapple. Now how grapple works, whatever they roll to hit, that's what you have to resist to avoid the grapple. No armor piercing, and the difference of that number is what I use as a penalty on you. I use die rank results, which is a little tough to understand, but here's how it goes. Let's say the difference of so let's say they rolled a 20 and you rolled a 10. So the 10 left over, half that is 5. So that's 5 die ranks. You're at 5 penalty die ranks now for any of your rolls. So you can shoot back, you can fight, but you're grappled at -5 die ranks. So that's basically a -D12. So whenever you do a roll, I can either do a -D12 or I could, and as a GM, I can kind of decide where I put that penalty. I could do it subtract it to your roll. I could add it to the creature's defense. I roll a D12 and add it to 16. So basically, in a die rank result, any rolls you make, the difference, whatever the difference is, and generally a 12 is the goal. So whatever you get above a 12, or like in this case, you versus it, whatever the difference is, you have it. That's the die ranks for if you need it for something. So that's how grapple works. That's also for the die rank result is for anything where you need to know the amount of success. Like for praying, you need to know how much. And I've done this in another video, but I'm going to keep doing it over and over. You need to know how much you pray. So let's say you roll a 20 and then my thing is 12, right? The default to succeed at praying successfully. Then you roll a total of 20. That's 8. So half that is 4 die ranks. So you can disperse that amongst your fellows, your brothers, or sisters, if anyone players. So they all get, you got to give one to each person, like one here, one here, one here. And they all get those for as like inspiration points, an extra die to add to their roll they can spend. And that die rank result is all over the place. It's for research, it's for repairs, it's really cool. I like using it. It's a little, it's a little next level to a role playing game, but I like it. I like how it works. Okay, so grapple, raptor claw. So it's going to do D8 damage, and then it does have a bite. But it can only bite if grapple, piercing bite. Because I know they have this like piercing, jagged bite. This one, now I still do it to a hit because I still got to get you. +4, +2 DR though. I give it that bonus. And I don't, the 5 DR penalty is only on the person's roll, like the player's roll. I don't really use it for this like the creature's rolls, just to keep it simple. I only use that penalty once per turn, not every roll of everything. So it's just kind of a once per turn, just to keep it simple, keep the game going. So I only worry about it. And if I forget to use it, like if they're literally wounded at -5 DR or have a poison at -5 DR that they're dealing with, and I forget to use it, that's fine. Move on. Just keep going. So But it's hanging over them, so they know they got to deal with it, and I can use it at any time. And I generally use it, but I'm just saying, if you forget, or if you just want to move the story along, or if you just want him to bite, and I just only use it once per turn on the player. Okay, so this jagged bite gets this +4 +2 DR, which is a D6. D4, D6, D8, D10, then D12 is every fifth. This bite, and I don't add the grapple bonus or penalty or anything to it. So, and then because this is tough enough as it is, and this one's going to be a D12, so that's scary, and it's AP 2, so that's scary because it reduces the armor piercing, the armor save. Yeah, that's good enough for me. So let me give it some extra abilities here. 1 to 2 abilities. Well, it's got camo, super terrain. They're kind of known for that. Super terrain camo. So plus. So this is stealth, whatever. I'm gonna give it plus die rank plus 2 DR So the die rank on the chart here basically kind of means their skill level. What generally they have is any kind of abilities or attacks or whatever. So generally 2 DR. Okay, the other thing it has is just it's awareness. It's gonna have that too. So +4 +2 DR. It's super terrain camo stealth. That's all there. So that's a surprise attack. If they do it, they get a free surprise attack. What's my rule for surprise attack? Actually, I forgot about that. Let's just go through and look for it right now. Okay, combat. Combat. Come on. Surprise. A prepared ambush or stalking foe, right? Awareness of target versus ambush or prep stealth. Okay, targets may not be prepared with weapons, shielding, or donning armor. A successful gets 1 free attack before combat. Could be point blank, bonus to attack. Question mark. Okay, so I'm gonna. That's up in the air. You can decide. You can decide if they get a bonus or not. If they get a surprise attack. Surprise attack is like a first free attack. Before anything else. Okay. I think the initial thing about surprise attack is maybe not have awareness. Let me put that in there. See, that's how I do my little tweaks. Let me just to simplify. No awareness. Or instead of that, I could just say they get a +1 DR. That'd be easier. Could be point blank. +1 DR. Otherwise, plus 1 or 2? 2 DR to hit. Let's do that. +2 DR. You can decide whatever you want, but that's in there for us. So all these rules, remember, are just to suggestive flow of the game kind of thing. Okay. So that's kind of it. He may, and this thing is going to be everywhere in the okay, let me do semi-intelligence. So what is their semi-intelligence? So what does that mean? They could be setting up ambush near valuable near valuable resources, especially versus humanoids. So they know where to go to trap anyone that comes to the planet. Like maybe there's a ruin of valuable ruins, crash site, food area. So they're, could use some trick to lure. Yeah. So that kind of stuff, that's kind of cool, fun. Okay, let me format this. I'll do that. I do these in bullet point. I like to put all this in bold, and then the rest is normal-ish. That's sort of the way I do it. Okay, there's that. Oh, I should write down what I rolled. Let me just write down what I rolled real quick. I'm not going to worry about the left side. I'm just going to roll the beast form side. Okay. Beast form rolls. 3. Okay, what are the table names here? Okay. 3. Predator. Melee. Wait, let me just do it like this before it rolls. 3. Predator. Melee. 5. Tentacle and bite. Genetic mutation. What? That was a 7, right? 7. Yeah. Right? I kind of got blurry there. Yeah, 7. 7. Insectoid solo hunter. All right. Q. Very cool. All right. Let me do. I wonder. Well, okay. So I need to differentiate this. Okay. So planetary preparatory, evangelizing pagans, and life forms all kind of go with the more advanced settlement or society. And then if you get any beasts, you can then add it with this thing. So I just went straight to beasts because I wanted to do example beasts. Obviously the zombies are whatever. I could make the zombies a beast. This right here too, once you roll here, you can roll here for the type of beast. Aggression of beast though, let me go ahead and do that. What kind of I mean, Soul Hunter I kind of already know, but let me just roll. I don't really need to roll that because this is, exciting enough. I already get what this can do and how I as a GM can use it. Let me, I plan on doing, and I already did some, and they were really fun. I did them they're in the members only area, but I did not have the evangelizing pagans or the life forms done yet. When I did it, I just made them up and I really loved what I got, and they're way at the bottom here. These right here, but they're not, they didn't have all the lists. So let me just review these real quick for the fun of it. And these are at the back and I'm not sure when I'm going to use, if I'm going to add these in or not, but let me show you an example one. I rolled Planet 3, Jungle, Hot World, Hot Mutated Predators. Culture 8, Imperial Open Society, where most transactions are ignored. But if Empire notices or investigates, they heavy-handed and efficient. Outlying parts do allow some independence up to a point. So a jungle hot world, mutated predators. You can go hunting there. You can deal with the Empire, and they won't really bother you as long as you're not bothering them. Tech level, mostly tribal, primitive with rare spaceport or ecology forts. So that's what I rolled on a tech level. Okay, so mostly tribal. So there's primitive. When there's a rare spaceport, so that's where the Empire would be at. Or arcology forts, yeah. As long as you don't mess with their spaceports, attack it or anything, then they'll let you do your thing out with the primitive tribes or whatever. Prevalence of settlements 8, a few scattered and opposing settlements and operations. Okay, makes sense. And there could be mercenaries there. There could be trying to get resources from there. And there probably isn't. If the Empire's there, then there's something there that's valuable to them. So if you mess with that, so the mercenaries and everyone else feeds off of the richness of the Empire that's doing their thing. Oddities 9, ancient cavernous resources. Okay, so see, so they're so let's just say the Empire is actually looking for this. Okay, and they haven't found it yet, and maybe the players have found. Maybe they got a treasure where they found a code, a data code. Some of the salvage you can find is a data code. And you can, this could be that. So they could literally go traveling to this far off star system somewhere that has this. And you can make this, and even though this isn't in my campaign, you could do this as a star that's way out there beyond the map that they can go to. Pagan activity. So I did have pagan activity. To begin, roll. So complicate. I came up with, I rolled a 6, became complicated. But most folks are annoyed by fanatics, though compliant. So, okay, what's the complicate 2? Most chagrin it and are more merchant, mercurial, or government oriented. That makes sense. Okay. Pagan activity, ancient technology worship. So I'm like, oh, okay. So the tribes there know about the ancient cavern and they won't give up that information. And the empire's ticked off and, probably hunting some of them down. But only a few rare ones would even know where it is, kind of thing. See, look at this. This is cool. It's like really, when you start rolling out this thing on my planetary preparatory, you start creating a nice, cool planet. You can, create mini adventures out. Conversion level 1, violently evil. So, if civilized, violent, fascist police state, openly antagonistic, genocidal, brutal gulags. Okay, so the Empire is there. They're violently evil. This is very strange to this part here. Or I take that back. Maybe this is the tribe. Okay, so let me see, what did I decide? I wrote it down here. So an imperial outpost to harvest resources using privateers whilst fending off native brutal tribes of simians or other mutated predators. The primitives worship the terraformer, but also underground is a huge mutated predator clone factory that not only makes them, but once in a while makes a terrifying huge predator, which they perform rituals that somehow get the AI robots to then react to and make these terrifying beasts. Something cool like that. Or they sacrifice their own to the machination that then makes some giant cyborg beast. GM preference, brutal animal tribe, not savable. Main adventure idea, losing outposts and mercenary settlements to unknown beasts or giant beast. Empire losing property, seeks privateers to investigate. See? Pretty cool. Example 2. Planet 8, bog, marsh, and fungal world, alien-like, insectoid, crab. Okay. Culture 7. High corporate involvement, major operations. Some open field offices and trade centers, outskirts are given some leeway, minor security, peacekeepers, major lawbreakers, hunted, minor given opportunities to pay off. Okay. High corporate involvement. Good. So we have a corporate involvement place. Major operations. Yeah. Okay. Tech level 8, esoteric, rare, high-tech archaeology or bastion where most high-tech available, but probably high security policing. So you're going to definitely, if this is a planet where you're going to go to a corporation that's running it, and they've got some field offices there with some cool stuff, right? But in the bog marshes, that's going to be cool. Prevalence of settlements, 4. Scattered operation or 2 with links to off-planet. So a space station. So a corporation has a space station orbiting this planet. And oddities, 12. Rich, rare resources as they are unknown, discovered by missionaries, limited, or hard to get in quantity without major operations. So there's probably the fauna or the flora there, right? The rare plants and stuff. And they got to find specific ones that are hidden away in the jungles somewhere. Pagan activity to begin. 1, basic. Complicated. I didn't roll anything there. Or no, there's no complication. Just 1. Pagan activity. 2, worship, enslavement, and support of nearby terrorist faction. Whoa. Worship, enslavement, and support of nearby terrorist faction. Okay. Conversion level. Corporate. Evil as chaff. More selfish, chaotic, disruptive, greedy, reactive, emotionally unstable, offended, angry. Okay, so it's almost like it's kind of like the Harkonians in Dune, I guess. I didn't read the books, but watched the movies twice. The old David Lynch one in this one, but whatever. Okay, so that kind and scientists. So this is my conversion level. This is what I rolled for both of them. Manipulatively evil, violent, coercive, enslavement, assassinations, underhanded, corrupt, terrorism, +3. So these guys are all evil and they're trying to, steal the resources of this planet. Life forms, GM chose beast form. Yeah, so I didn't roll for this because I didn't have that set up yet. Let me put a bold. And I would have rolled, but I had already, I think, come up with something here. I can't remember. Oops. So let me see what I came up with here. Went with planet version. Beast forms. Okay, whatever that is. What did I do? They are looking to create a horrific new warrior or slave worker race with experiments on human slaves and the genetic codes of the insectoids on this planet. They continually seek to buy slaves for this purpose and to create a counterforce against the biodreads. So in their mind, they think they are doing good, but very unstable, drug-ridden, horrible corporate culture. How do missionaries get involved? Hear of a horrible slave trade. A corporate defector tells them this. Remnants know about it. Pretty cool, huh? Worship, enslavement, and support of nearby terrorist faction. Okay, so yeah, so why can't a corporation in a pagan world, pagan galaxy, take as many humanoids and humans as they want and do all these horrific things on them? That's what you gotta. Now, conversion leveling. So what I would do, if they're evil as chaff, that's level 2 or 3. You know, you when you go in, you try to convert them and get them to come up a little bit higher. You know, feeling guilty, knowing they're sinners, and then being interested in. And you work each time you say, if you ever get a chance to evangelize them, the corporate officials or the scientists, you try to get them to change. You know, convert them and to repent of their sins, and then they help you in this ongoing thing. But they have a +3 DR resist, +2 DR to resist. And, you know, if they continually resist you and getting more evil, they're going to attack you or get someone to come and kill you, or, you know, so that's the adventure. But man, if you could convert them, then they're going to help you against the others that do resist you and want to continue on this enslavement thing, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if you actually converted this corporation, and I would make this like a local office kind of thing, because in this game, because you're separated out by star systems and it takes you a week to travel, there's no like instant communication. So there is an opportunity that in this case to then convert that corporate office, field office, without having to deal with the entire corporation, and then they have to deal with that secretively. You know, how they interact with them. So that's what makes this setting more, you know, for Christian evangelism and church planning. All right, so that's those are cool. I'm definitely going to leave those in. Those are very cool. Let me do another beast though, because I'm here. I'm going to do. Let me just roll for another beast. Let's see what I come up with. 5 beast. All right, we got a beast. Oh, I should. You know, if I do beast, I'm going to say. Roll 2 die per. Roll 2 die per. Roll 2 die. 2d6. Oh. Roll here. 2d6. Keep highest. Oops. 2d6. Keep highest for attacks. Just so it has more chance to get even more stuff. Just gonna make some room here. You know, yes, this is what I'm doing. I'm constantly tweaking little things like that. Okay, roll again. If 6, roll on beast table. If 5 or less, creature rolls 3 dice on. Okay, that's fine. Rolls 3 die 6, keep highest. Here, that doesn't need to be that long. Creature rolls 3 die 6, keep highest. Roll, 2 die 6. I don't know if they'll know keep highest for attacks. Okay, I'll do it like that. Just so at least there's one keep highest, and then this is keep highest. Okay. For the beasts, I'll roll 2d6. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I do have a second. I got 2 dice 6 here. I can roll them. I got this cool dice pack here. Roll for initiative. I like these dice that I bought from them. Yeah. Because they come with the dice pack comes with 4 d6s. It doesn't come with like just 7. It comes with 4 d6s, the option to buy this 3 d4s, only 1 d8, percentile die, d12, d8. Really? Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Oh, over here. 2 d8s. 2 d10s, which I don't think it needs, and 2 d20s. But anyway. Okay. So only roll 2d6, keep the highest. A 6. All right. We got a cool thing. Add a range attack, reroll again for a melee. If 6, add more cool attacks, ranged or melee. Okay. So let me roll it again. So I get a melee attack, 3, bite, plus grip. If so, grip damage each turn, mauling basically. And then it gets a range attack. Let me roll a range attack. 4. Oh, wait, should I do 2d6? Yeah. Okay, let me start over. I do 2d6. Okay, so the first one is still a 3. I rolled 2 3s. And the second one ranged is a 5. Poisonous gas blast, d6 short. Yowza. Okay, let me put that. And I'll just well, I gotta remember this. Okay, don't have a good memory. Okay, beast. Beast form, 5. Beast. Melee, 6 3. So 3 is bite. Maul. Let's say maul. Ranged. What did I roll? I rolled a 5. Poisonous gas blast. Or just say blast. Gas blast or whatever. All right. Wow. That's really weird. Okay. Wow. I gotta think of that. Okay. Genetic mutation. I do like doing the 2d6 keep highest, because then that really gives a more, variety, quicker, more often, because that's what you want. And besides, that would be the creature to rise to the top of any sort of community. Genetic mutation, 9. Rolled a 9. Arachnoid. Okay. Arachnoid. Well, that makes sense. Genetic. Man, do I get lazy with my writing? Mutation. 9. Arachnoid. Okay, I have this guy here, which I've not used yet, I don't believe, but I have him for some. I'm going to probably draw something unique. Bite plus grip. If so, grip damage each turn. So you bite, they have to get free. If they're not, then they takes the same damage the next turn. Doesn't even have to roll attack. So that's the person has to resist and try to break free or whatever. At that point, it's not even awareness; it's aggression. At that point, I would think, to try to get free, because that is painful. Poisonous gas blast, d6 short. What would that look like? Yeah, geez, I don't know. Let me look around. What kind of creature could I? Well, it's got the poison. This guy. And I could make up, it doesn't have to be gas blast. It could be anything, if I want. I could just use this guy. I don't have them for anything. I certainly could draw something else, but but I should use what I've done. And, I would use these creatures for other things as well. If I ever came up with something else. Okay, let me just come up with what this is. Wait, am I done? Is that it? Yeah. Basic stuff. Okay, so this is man. I know what I'm going to do. Tyrant. All right, aggression. 3. What's a beast? So what is a beast? 4. Oh, if that's the case, maybe I should make these. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Okay, aware. It's very similar to the spider. To this guy. It's not. Is it? Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna make it semi-intelligent. That obviously. So this predator mantis, because I rolled it's semi-intelligent on the this thing. Then this becomes in that planet one of the main populated things. Like this guy was made for that planet, genetically modified for that planet to be a worker or whatever the atheist regime wanted for that planet. But in most instances, these planets are abandoned or left on their own. So the creatures are not doing what they were originally created for, or they genetically changed, did not become what they intended. Okay, so anyway, let me go to, so this is very similar as far as the stats, those stats go. So let me do mandibles. So very similar grapple. If grapple, just, D8. D8. Automatically. All right, what's its abilities or anything? It's a beast, so it should have more. Oh, its hit points is going to be more, so D8. So 4, let's say 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 4 more is 16. So I'm going to say this is kind of big. You know, much bigger. It's a beast. I'm going to go ahead and just pretend this is like this. Yeah, thick and, you know, figure 16. It's got stealth. What did I say it had? Oh, it had the gas. The gas. Okay, so maybe it doesn't have the stealth. Yeah, it's maybe with the gas. Terror gas. What is it? Blast. Blast. What did I say here? Blast D6 short range. So blast D6 short. Spews foul odor. Spews foul. Spews. Oh, what is it called? The drugs that kind of do that to you. Psychotic drugs, whatever. Psychotic. Spews psychotic drug. Ooh, that could also be something that people want to harvest from it. Psychotic drug. I'm just gonna say intellect. So D8, D8, D8. So 18. Based on the die that they have is sort of like their die rank, D8. You know, D8 on there. That's what I give them for, you know, if I just want to use a generic test that they have to resist number. So intelligence 18. Why say intelligence? Because it's a psychotic drug. So it's your intelligence that makes you tell you, oh, I'm drugged right now. I'm freaking out. Oh my gosh, you know, to resist it kind of thing. So if you can resist it, that's how you do it. Otherwise, at minus 5 DAR, 2 rolls, as at 5 minus 2 rolls until, yeah. So I don't have a duration. Why do I don't have a duration generally in the game? Because it's based on what you think, like how long it'll last and what they do to end it. So I don't worry about counting on each turn until it wears off kind of thing. I just, if they can stop and get some water and, you know, get some fresh air, and, you know, let it kind of run its course, that kind of thing, then I let it run out. But generally in a combat situation, they're stuck with that, you know, until, you know. So what this does, so the terror gas is what it relies on to, I'm going to say, because it's D8, I'm going to say that chitin is very thick chitin. So what it does is it uses the terror gas, to reveal prey. You know, any prey that's trying to hide from it, it just uses the terror gas. They freak out. You know, they get clumsy, and then it goes and attacks them. Okay, pretty scary. Terror Terrant. There we go. That's pretty much, I think, a cool creature. You know, I mean, spiders are generally alone. There could be several in the area, but they're generally loners, so that'll be a loner. All right, that's another cool creature. And it'll affect D6 in a short area around it, so. D8 damage, let me see. D8 to D12. I'm going to say if it's going to go up to D10 for the, because it's just squeezing and crushing with those mandibles. That's it. Okay, so that's how I make my beefs. I'm going to do another video here at some point with the Planet Purgatory again, because I really love that what I went through. I got, you know, that's amazing. I guess I'm tooting my own horn here, but I really have a fun doing this kind of thing, rolling these out and getting a weird world formed up. Even though what's funny is in my campaign settings, I've already created everything, so I already have enough there like that I'm thrilled about. Although in the globals, the third setting I'm doing, I'll probably use some of these, but the main galactic map is very small, and you know, as far as like what's in the area, we definitely want to expand that out to outside the map, and I would definitely use this as that, because all of the planets basically out there are not part of any huge faction necessarily, like the Empire or anything. But anyway, that's it for this. I just want to show you that Christian's gonna have a crazy fun, fantastical sci-fi with all the bells and whistles. We got every genre in here for Christian sci-fi, yet you're evangelizing in the game. You know, if you watch my series, not much evangelizing going on because they keep flubbing, but there has been, and they've even converted some people. And technically they have not even planted a church yet, and they've been done like 20 episodes or whatever. But they're trying. Hey, that's the Christian thing. And I love that this game kind of makes us realize that Christians, we have to make compromises, we have to mess up, we have to fail, we have to retreat, we have to run away, we have to deal with things, in a bad way to hopefully go for the better way. And this is in no way meant to be sacrilegious. It's meant to make you and I realize that we got to try to evangelize even with our foibles. We have to take up the cross for God and for Jesus, and not be ashamed even as we make mistakes. You just got to keep going. And sadly, though, I think in today's culture, we don't even try. We concede, and then we concede to go along to get along. And that's why I'm making this game, so that we stop conceding in the RPG culture and start creating an evangelist missionary game that we can have fun with. And eventually, each of you, this can be your ministry, not my ministry, your ministry. And I mean, you buy a few games for me, and the rest is your own homebrew creations, as far as whatever you want to go. Yeah, anyway. So thanks for listening, watching. Fun way to make your own creatures. And I keep drawing, you can find you can obviously do AI art to make your little tokens, but I try to draw like all these sort of fun generic types that you can use, which is what I did here. I found two that kind of fit the categories. Anyway, all right. In the game of life, roll holy dice.